Greetings, my soul family. I'm doing something a little bit different tonight because I have learned something of such incredible importance that I'd like to share it with you. And I hope that you will find yourself a relaxing place in the quiet and listen to my words. I'm going to take you on a little journey, kind of a guided meditation to help you imagine the best possible future, which is at our doorstep. But it requires action, and it requires imagination, and it requires the willingness to change. The truth is, for the past 100 years, humanity has had access to free, infinite energy. Energy pulled out of the air. But that energy and that technology has been kept hidden from us in order to enslave us to the fossil fuels matrix. Very recently, it has been revealed by people like Nassim Haramein and Stephen Greer that we, despite the evil ones, have been able to rediscover and reinvent zero-point energy in a way that will be available to the masses. The implications of free energy are that in the first 5 years of application, there would be no more poverty on Earth. But it requires that we exit the matrix that is self-serving. It requires that we become heart-centered. If you are one of God's children, then you put God first. If you're atheist or agnostic, that you come from your heart in everything that you do. That we replace self-service with service to others. And we become generous instead of stingy and greedy. And perhaps most importantly, it requires that we can imagine, despite all that the media tries to convince us that the world is dying, it's up to us to imagine that the world is just beginning to live, and that with the application of free energy, zero-point energy, etheric energy, over unity energy, any number of technologies that have been suppressed, with the application of any one of these, we enter into a world where it is collaboration instead of competition. And it requires for us to change. We have to change in order for this technology to come into our life. And this is what Nikola Tesla told us. He wouldn't release this technology. He says, humanity's not ready for it. And he was right, unfortunately. There will always be these greedy people unless we don't leave them a place anymore. We get to change this world by voting with our money. Just as Bud Light was taken down, we can take down the big, greedy, self-serving 0.111 percenters, the elite, who have been hoarding and stealing and manipulating us for so very long. I can promise you that the world is with us. But it requires us to change. It requires us to be able to imagine what life will be like with 0-point energy. We'll never lack for anything. There will be no more poverty. Whatever you can imagine, you can have and you can achieve. What was available in Star Trek and Star Wars is already available to us. They were trying to show us what's available, and we thought it was science fiction. It's not. It's been this way all along. And now we need to open our hearts so that the evil ones have no place in this beautiful, magnificent future. So, what does it look like to you? Flying cars, replicators for food or clothes or goods, med beds with perfection of health, the ability to travel among the stars, the ability to be in several places at once. There's so many fabulous implications, and not the least of which is world peace. Take a moment and imagine what this future would be like, and start talking about it to your friends. They've already announced 0-point energy. Now we need to spread it like wildfire. The elites may no longer control our reality. From now on, you and I control our reality with the love in our hearts. God bless you. Share this message. Let's make it happen.